Coming up next, boys high school basketball on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Lorain High School. Something a little different today on Channel 20. It's Rising Stars All-Star Basketball, compliments of Third Coast Hoops. Jay Ferguson, Bob Schlenbaker here. It's been an all-day affair. We started off the day with a college all-star game featuring a bunch of local Division II and Division III players. Followed that up with a girls all-star game. And now we are getting ready for what is billed as the Rising Stars All-Star Game with underclassmen from Ohio schools on both sides. In white, you'll see number 0 and number 2 from Lorain. Devon Grant and Tavon Pierre-Lewis are familiar. Bryson Waller, number 11, in the center circle from Garfield Heights, also has played here. Also in white, number 4, Dale Bonner from Shaker Heights. This is William Mumm from Columbus Northland. This is Grant with the ball now. He is guarded by Brian Roberts of Copley. Outside of Akron, they had an undefeated year this year. Waller, of course, Garfield Heights. Bonner at Shaker Heights. Grant for 3, no. Rebound off to Roberts. He gets it across to Kenny Ganley from Brecksville. Also on the floor, running through the passing lane is Dale Bonner from Shaker, up over the front of the rim. And we're tied at 2. Back comes Christian Guest from Shaker Heights. This is Roberts from Copley down the lane. Sunahara hooks it up and in. R.J. Sunahara from Bay with 2, 4-2. Ziegler from Benny is handling the ball. Pierre-Lewis spins down the lane, up the glass, no. Gets the board, bounced away. And that's Bryson Waller, the big 6'7" sophomore. William Mumm from Columbus Northland, quite a history in that program, as we'll talk about a little later. Roberts from Copley, no. Ahead to Pierre-Lewis, spinning into the lane, glass and good. Tate Pierre-Lewis with 2, and we're tied at 4. Sunahara ahead. Pierre-Lewis has him. Tried to hook it down the lane. Grant with it. Ahead to Bonner from Shaker over the front. Good. Thought about it. Dale Bonner is a junior at Shaker. In the corner, Ganley from Brecksville has the first 3 of the afternoon, and it's 7-6 for the team. The Dark. Benedictine's Ziegler down the lane. Pierre-Lewis back out. Icing. It'll go over on the bad pass to the Dark team down on the baseline. 7-6 Dark. The rules are very liberal. We play 10-minute quarters. If the first 2 games are any indication, we won't have to worry about the 1-and-1 today. Off in the corner, Brecksville, Ganley, no. Roberts from Copley heaves one up, no. Sunahara with the hand on it, bats it back outside to Mumm. Columbus Northland, the home of the Sullinger family. Brecksville Ziegler, no. Devon Grant with the board, and he'll start the break. Each team with 7 players. Grant down the lane, whistle, traveled with the ball. It's not easy to travel in these games. Here comes Will Mumm. Northland, back-to-back players of the year with both Sullinger and then the young man from Michigan whose name escapes me. That was Bonner for 3. Bonner with 7 now, 9-7. Step back 3 on the way. Christian Gauss. Back comes Ziegler for the light-colored jerseys. Mumm's got him down the lane, pull up at the elbow, knocks it down. Nice move by Davin Ziegler. Sophomore from Benedictine. Mum pulls up and banks. No. Run down by Roberts of Copley down the lane, one-handed up. No. Sunahara follows, got the rebound, challenges Waller, gets it up again and scores. R.J. Sunahara with two baskets, 4 points. 14-9, the Dark squad. Tay down the lane, passes off to the coach of the other team. Substitutions for the Dark squad. Number 20 from Elyria is Devian Williams. And number 2, Brandon Rush from Warrensville, another player that'd be familiar to Lorain fans. And also subbing in for the Light squad. That's a basket there by number 2, Brandon Rush, 16-9. Back comes Guess, up, underhands it up and in. He's got 5, and it's 18-9. Ziegler from Benedictine. Grant from Lorain, pull up, floater, got it. Up over Sunahara. Nice move by Day. He's got 2, and it's 18-11. Back quickly on the pick, and Sunahara with the follow. R.J. Sunahara knocks it down for his 6th point. Noticed R.J.'s dad in the house tonight. He is the volleyball coach down at West Virginia University. Grant, no, Sunahara will start the break, 3-on-3. Ahead, up and in, and that was Guess from Shaker Heights. Back comes Bonner from Shaker Heights, the junior. Grant blocked by Ganley. Ganley brings the break back. Ganley is from Brecksville. Gets it back, Sunahara, lays it up over the rim, and he's got 8. He's figured out if you hang around the rim, you're going to get the ball. 24-11. Sunahara has 8. Ball shot up and good by Bonner, who now has 10 of the 14 for the white team. They just haven't gotten any stops. 3:38 to go first quarter, and they've given up 24. Long 3 there, no. Aaron Loins comes back. Loins is from Glenville. Handles, gets reverse up and in. Nice move by Loins. Gets it around Ganley. Christian Guest comes back now. 24-16. This is practice here. Shaker and Shaker back out. 3-ball, no.
Wait till y'all see this young man jump from Elyria. My goodness.
Down the lane, up, Ziegler and in. David Ziegler with 4. All the way to the hole and laying it up is Brandon Rush from Warrensville. Back we go, Grant. Showing off the handles a little bit. Step back, 2, no. Rebound up, and yes, and that was Aaron Loins from Glenville. 26-20, the Dark squad leads. Brandon Rush will bring it ahead for the Dark team. Looking over for the bench for a play. Imagine that in an all-star game. And that play was heave 1 from 25. Off the front, Grant with the board from Lorain back. Swings it under one-handed to Crutcher from EC. Grant fakes the set shot. Puts it on the deck. Swings it through to Ziegler. Ziegler in the corner, up, in, and fouled. That's not Ziegler, that's Bonner, excuse me. Dale Bonner with 12, looking for 13. And that's the first foul of the ball game, and it comes after 8 minutes and 5 seconds of action. So as we said, we're not going to threaten the 1-1 in this one. 26-22, Dark team ahead. Shot up and in. Bonner with 13, and it's 26-23. Nice move there on the handle. It's Devion Williams from Elyria crossing over and going into the lane and off the glass. Pierre Lewis down to Bryson Waller. Waller on the board with 2. That comes Rush. Ganley, pass underneath, up, no. And Loins from Glenville tried to dunk it. Sunahara got it, and back comes the Dark team, 4-on-1. Oop for nobody. Ooh. You know what? That's what you try to do when there's nobody over there that's going to take you out and yell at you. The behind the back. And we'll set it up again. Brandon Rush from Warrensville down the lane against Crutcher. One hands it up and in. Brandon Rush with 6, 30-25. Nice backdoor cut, and Dale Bonner's got another one. Another guy that's figured out how to get the basketball in an all-star game. Manley, Glass, good. Ganley's got 5, 32-27. 47 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pierre Lewis all the way, Glass and good. Pierre Lewis with 4. 32-29. Brandon Rush down the lane, up and good. He's got 8 in the quarter. 34-29 as Pierre Lewis handles with 25 seconds to go. Off in the corner to Bonner. Bonner, I heard somebody say he can't shoot, but Crutcher went and got a rebound and put it up. No. Loins knocks down the easy 8-footer. 34-31. Up, no. Ganley tried to make a play. That's a mistake. No basket, as it was after the buzzer. We've played 1 quarter here in the Rising Stars game. 34 for the dark shirts, 31 for the light shirts. Back with more after this.
Hi, my name is Jashawn Wade. I'm 18 years old and I have just graduated from the Lorain High School. I was a student in the Climate Control Career Technical Education Program at Lorain High. My junior year, I tried the Climate Control Program. I took what was called the HVAC classes at the time and realized this was for me. I really liked doing it. I bonded with my instructor, Mr. Sturgill, as both a teacher and a friend. The teachers and counselors at Lorain High helped me find employment over the summer. I was working on building a new high school pulling wire, setting up speakers and the whiteboard wiring. After working on the new school and after having done so well in the program, I was accepted into one of the best programs for this field of study. I got into the University of Northern Ohio. I plan on attending UNOH for about 4 or 5 years so that I can get a high level degree and open my own HVAC business one day. I know what I'm doing with my future, and I'm doing it thanks to Lorain High's Climate Control Career Tech program.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Second quarter underway here. Tay Pierre Lewis controls the ball for the team in light. He had 4 in the first quarter. Passes off to Bryson Waller. Now Day Grant in the corner against Brian Roberts of Copley. Grant scoops it underhand. No. Sunahara from Bay one-hands a outlet pass down for Rush of Warrensville. Made the nice catch, and he'll wait for help. Or more likely, make sure everybody's looking before he steps back and knocks down a 3 for 11 for him. 37-31, Team Dark. Rush leads them with 11, Sunahara with 8. The other way, we have 15 for Dale Bonner of Shaker Heights. Pierre Lewis, the underhand scoop, missed the putback. And William Mumm Gets it off to Devion Williams, and this is Roberts from Copley, bangs it home. Brian Roberts of Copley makes it 40-31, I believe. So one more thing that's a little bit liberal here is the scoreboard always doesn't get changed. Day Grant at the elbow, back rim, no. Rush the other way from Warrensville. Rush all the way down, throws it down. Brandon Rush. Should be 42 now, but Pierre Lewis, Crutcher, taken away by Roberts. Roberts comes the other way, pulls back, now decides to challenge the big guy. No. Grant the other way. You can challenge him, but you ain't going to get a foul. Lob for Crutcher. He wasn't expecting that. Pierre Lewis out deep. Bryson Waller. Grant with the set shot. No. Sunohara on the dribble. Has the board 2-on-2 with the Lorain guys in defense. Rush in the corner against his opposite number, Pierre Lewis. Step back side of the glass. And back comes Grant. Grant to Crutcher. Crutcher up and throws it down with two hands. Dorian Crutcher with two. 39-33. We'll call it 39 because that's what the board has, but it's... Rush down the lane, hands it off. Unexpected. Mumm was not ready for it. It goes out of bounds into the corner. It'll be white ball. Pierre Lewis. Down the lane, no. Sunohara another one. Off to Roberts. Roberts throws three, good. (42-33) as Grant handles against Roberts. Step back three on the way. Back rim, no. Mumm with the rebound. Mumm around the... Turned over. Back comes Loins. Loins down the lane from Glenville. Has it taken away by Rush. Rush comes the other way. Grant watching him goes by. Hooks it up. No. Rebound Mumm back outside. Three ball on the way by Devion Williams of Elyria. 45-33. Loins throws it off the glass. No. Back comes Williams. Williams down the lane, one hands it up off the glass and in. He's got 7, 47-33. Loins off the glass. Oh, the highlight. Loins with his 8th point, and that certainly was the most fun two of the afternoon. 47-35. I guess if you would asked to describe what kind of defense this is, you'd say disinterested. Loins again, but nobody followed him. He was looking for Waller. Threw it up high, and Mumm has the rebound, and he goes up and never got it over the front of the rim, and it comes off to half court. Substitutions. Ziegler back in from Benedictine, along with Bonner from Shaker Heights for the white team. Guest from Shaker Heights in dark, number 3. Step back, no. Grant, rebound. Pierre Lewis, get back to Grant, who goes to the corner and throws one up. Round, no. Tip up and in, and that would be Dale Bonner. Got like 2,000 points in this one. Rush off the glass, gets his own rebound. For Ganley underneath, Grant takes it away. Devon Grant down one-on-one, lobs it up for Crutcher, who knocks it down. Dorian Crutcher with 4. Skip pass to Ganley. Ganley taken away by Pierre Lewis. 3-on-2. Pierre Lewis tried to throw it to himself. Instead, Crutcher gets a foul shot and knocks it down. Dorian Crutcher with 6. William Mumm from Northland. All the way to the hoop. Throws it down with one hand. Okay, officially, I believe now we can say defense has been canceled. There's a whistle just to get Bryson Waller back in the game. Grant underhands to Crutcher. Crutcher to Pierre Lewis, who was in the lane for about 12 minutes. Back to Grant, who throws a 3. No. Waller, no. Pierre Lewis, no. Waller, yes. Bryson Waller with 4. This kid's got a big future. He's a sophomore. Got offers from Penn State, Buffalo, Cleveland State, Youngstown State, and Miami of Ohio. Christian Guess behind the back, fadeaway 3. No. Crutcher ahead to Pierre Lewis, who missed the pass and gets it back down the lane. Waller missed it. Ganley, he gets one. Kenny Ganley with 7 from Brecksville. Ganley, offer from Notre Dame College, a Division II school. Grant, up, no. Williams outlets it. Rush, no on the dunk. Guess ran it down out of bounds. 3:12 to go, 51-43. These guys have watched the NBA All-Star game. You can see that. They've got the idea down. Pierre Lewis loses it in the lane. Rush comes back. Throws up the lob for Guess, who misses it, and back comes Grant. If this were an open gym, the coach would be yelling, "Next basket wins." Because the effort level was slightly higher during warm-ups. Pierre Lewis going to inbound the ball. Let's see what they run. Around. Bonner. Crutcher throws 3. Dorian Crutcher with a quick 9. Back comes Guess. Guess against Pierre Lewis. Up glass, no. Pierre Lewis with the board. Tay understands this as well as anyone. Back to Grant, who steps back, sets, throws 3, got it. Devon Grant with 5. Mumm. Ganley. Nice move there, and he's got 9. 53-49. Pierre Lewis. Crutcher. Crutcher also has figured out if I get to the basket, I'll get a lot of shots. All the way down and one-handed Christian Guess. Crutcher. Bonner. Past Waller and out of bounds. This is Brandon Rush from Warrensville walking it up. Minute 52 to go. 55-51, the team in dark with the ball and the lead. Whistle. There's the second foul of the half. Called, and it'll be out of bounds to the dark team. Brandon Rush will go back and get it. That's the Tom Izzo out of bounds play. Throw it in the backcourt and run it down. That's what Michigan State will do. Rush against Grant, down the lane with the left. One hands it up, no. Williams from Elyria with the board and knocks it down. Devian Williams with 9. Grant, one hands it up, no, hit nothing. Williams the other way. Rush, Mumm, Ganley, 4-on-1, set 3, good. Kenny Ganley, 60-51, the promoter calling for a little defense on the PA. Tay Pierre Lewis, a with the affirmative slam. Turnover, 3-ball, no. Crutcher with the attempt at the rebound, no. Pierre Lewis knocks away the pass. Pierre Lewis, Crutcher, garbage can, and bleachers. We'll go the other way with 44 seconds to go in the half. 60-53, the team in the dark jerseys ahead. And they have the ball, Devian Williams. Everybody in this one's managed to score at least 4 points in the half. 60-53. One thing we won't see is a play for the last shot. What we will see is Christian Guest throw one down. 62-53. Pierre Lewis, we're under 30 seconds in the half. Pierre Lewis throws 3, front rim, no. Rebound knocked out of bounds. That attempted dunk went off the back of the rim, some of the ironwork on the ceiling, and out of bounds. We'll bring it back this way as ball was dribbled out of bounds by guess of Shaker. Pierre Lewis throws it into his buddy Grant. Grant at the top of the circle against Mum. Grant in the lane, 15-foot fadeaway is blocked. Rush has it. Rush is always around the ball. He throws it to the door. We'll go the other way with 3.4 seconds to go. Here we go. Clock running. Bonner, 15-footer after the buzzer goes in, but it won't count. 62-53. We've played half here at Lorain High in the Rising Stars All-Star Game. We'll be back with second half action after this timeout.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim or e-claim for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits. Online VA claims made simple.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Williams. I'm 16 years old and in 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying sports health and fitness through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. I've been playing sports since the 7th grade, volleyball to be specific. I know I can't play forever, but I can still be part of it if I become a physical therapist or athletic trainer. The sports health and fitness classes at Lorain High are giving me an idea of what I'd be doing in the field. I tell all the athletes to take Dury's sports health and fitness class because he knows what he's talking about. He's an athletic trainer. I'm learning how to prevent injuries by doing stuff like taping. That's why I'm also interested in physical therapy. Physical therapy helps get people back to playing. I've learned that the rehab part of physical therapy is more structured and that as an athletic trainer, I would always be at games and practices. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High Sports Health and Fitness Career Tech program.
Back here at Lorain High, for those of you that bet the over, we've got good news. They added 3 points to the light jersey scoreboard, and it's 62-56 as we're ready to start the third quarter with the dark jerseys in control. Number 3, Christian Guest from Shaker Heights inbounds it to William Mum from Columbus Northland. Trey Burke, NCAA Player of the Year, was the point guard there a couple years ago. This young man following in that tradition, other than the fact he didn't get it over the front of the rim. Back comes Dorian Crutcher from Elyria Catholic. 4 is Dale Bonner of Shaker Heights. Pierre Lewis, number 2 from Lorain. Devon Grant. And 23, Aaron Loins from Glenville is the 5th in white. That's Loins down on the block. Reversed slam. Aaron Loins with 10 now gets the second half off to a bang. This is Brandon Rush, who had 13 points to lead the dark-shirted team. That one was an air ball, however, and Pierre Lewis brings it back the other way. Corner set shot, Grant, no. Sunahara with the rebound. Out ahead to Guess. Up off the glass and in. Christian Guess with 13. Pierre Lewis back the other way. Guarded by Kenny Ganley. Pierre Lewis turns it, Crutcher runs it down. Up, no. Ganley had a rebound knocked away. It's going to be off of Bonner of Shaker Heights, and we come the other way. Mum, Sunahara, up and in. R.J. Sunahara with 10. He had 8 very early, and that's his first basket since early in the first quarter. 66-58, the dark jerseys on top. Pierre Lewis along the baseline throws it down with 2 hands. Tate with 8. Back comes Guess of Shaker, up off nothing. And Sunahara catches the air ball, gets it back out to Rush, who comes down the lane. Underhand dipsy-do goes in. Brandon Rush with 15. Bonner leads everybody with 17. Loins just lost it off his knee and out of bounds. Will go the other way. Christian Guest comes. Let's see. Nobody came in. This is Rush from Warrensville. He and Mum look to be the backcourt. Down the lane, Rush off the glass and in. Very impressive, Brandon Rush. He is a sophomore from Warrensville. We see him twice a year. And that's Dorian Crutcher with the easy one. Brandon Rush at Warrensville. Very impressive sophomore. Ganley back behind the line, checks his feet and takes it to the hole, gets it blocked, catches it and puts it back. Kenny Ganley with 14, the Brecksville sophomore. Devon Grant from Lorain High. Long 3 ball. Good, nothing but the bottom of the net. Grant with 8. 72-65, the dark shirts. William Mum, one hands it up and in. William Mum with 6. Pierre Lewis working on the handles a little bit. 74-65, the dark shirts on top. Lewis against Ganley. Forces his way down the lane, comes back to the right hand. No. Guess comes the other way. Mum back to Guess. Up for Sunahara, who knocks it down. R.J. Sunahara with 2 hands. Loins with it, splits a double team, and throws it down assertively with 1 hand. Aaron Loins with 12. Brandon Rush coming the other way, hard down, underhand, no. Bonner back. Pierre Lewis throws it down with 2. Tate, Pierre Lewis with 10. 76-69. This is William Mum from Columbus Northland. All the way down the lane, finishes with the left. I think it was a big surprise to a lot of people when Northland wasn't one of the Final 4 teams in Division I this year. They got knocked off in the regional. Nice pass from Grant to Crutcher. Crutcher gets the layup. He's got 15. 78-71. The intensity level in this game has remained constant for about the last quarter and a half. Guess a long 3 hits nothing, but Crutcher gives it off to Grant. Grant comes the other way with Mum on him. Up and good. Day with 11. It's 78-74. Ganley sidestepping the 3, but Pierre Lewis gets it off the back of the iron. Pierre Lewis down the lane. Alley-oop for Aaron Loins, who has 14. 78-76, the dark team. This is as close as it's been since early on. Mum hands it to Rush. Rush has got Grant on him. Grant got caught trying to play defense and get it off to Mum. Long 3 ball from Rush. No. Grant with the rebound. Pierre Lewis out on the break. Pierre Lewis looks for somebody to alley-oop it to and realizes he's the only one. So he gives it to Grant. Grant throws another 3. Heat check for Devon Grant. 3rd 3 of the quarter. And the white team is on top. Grant with a steal. Grant splits a double team, spins all the way down the lane with Mumm. Up, no, but fouled. Devon Grant leading the white team back. 9 points in the quarter, 14 in the game. He's going to get 2 throws. He was Lorain High's best free throw shooter. 3:42 to go in the third quarter. First one up, wide left. Substitutions for the dark team. Devion Williams and number 3, Brian Roberts from Copley in the yellow. Crutcher out, number 11, Bryson Waller in for the white team. Second one up and in. Grant with 15, 10 in the quarter, and it's 80-78 white. Mumm comes back the other way. Gets around Bonner in the lane, has it knocked away, and Bryson Waller ties up Mumm. And the baseline out of bounds to the white team. Waller gets it into Pierre Lewis. Somebody on the PA is calling for defense. You might have to send out for that today. Pierre Lewis. Bonner. Bonner against Roberts. Grant. Yeah, he's hot this quarter. I wouldn't leave him alone out there. That's 13 in the quarter. 4 threes in the quarter for Devon Grant. And the white team's up 5. Williams back to Guess. Christian Guess has heard from Kent State and Miami, among others. And that's why, right there, right down the lane and smoothly with the underhand shot, 15 for him. Guess is a junior at Shaker Heights. Dale Bonner. Grant. Oh, he missed. Everybody was surprised. Whistle. Somebody was called for playing defense. And it'll go over to the black team. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. Sunahara back up top to Guess. He's guarded by Bonner, their regular season teammates. Bonner takes it from him. Bonner all the way, boom, with the right hand. Dale Bonner with 19. First 2 of the second half, and it's 85-80. The white team has come back from down 6 to a lead by 5. William Mumm tried to go up and dunk it, knocked away by Loins. Pierre Lewis with Mumm. Pierre Lewis. He was going to try and reverse dunk that and lost it off his foot. Mumm knocked it away. Crutcher in, Pierre Lewis out. Pierre Lewis walks to the bench and says, they take me out in the regular season for that too. 85-80, 2:15 to go, third quarter. Guess against Bonner, missed the layup. Crutcher with the rebound. Devon Grant, he'll back it out against Roberts from Copley. One hands it down the lane. Back to Bryson Waller, who finger rolls it up and in. He was going to throw that down and realize how far away he was. 87-80, plus 13 quarter as Waller gets a knock away from behind. 4-on-1. Lob for Crutcher, no, but Grant runs it down. Fakes the behind-the-back pass, launches 3, no. Sunahara ahead to Guess. This could be fun. Boom! Christian Guess with 17, and it's 87-82. Devon Grant high for Waller. Turnaround missed it. Williams gives it back to Waller, who just drops it in. 89-82. William Mumm, one of the most interesting spellings I've ever seen. M-F-U-M, Mumm. He's handling against Bonner. Bonner called for the foul. 59 seconds left. 3 ball from the corner. No, Mumm gets it back as it hits him in the chest, so he lays it in. Will Mumm with 10. Back the other way, Bonner. Into the lane against his teammate, hands it off to Crutcher, who puts it up and in. Crutcher with 17. Mumm, Sunahara, picked. Go the other way with Loins, pulls up. Good. Aaron Loins for 3. He has 9 in the quarter, 17 in the game. It's 92-72 or thereabouts. Losing the ball was Guess. Back the other way, Bonner, Crutcher, Grant, Bonner, Crutcher. Everybody got to touch it. Crutcher with 19 now, 8 in the quarter. Sunahara, no. Mumm had it. Sunahara down the lane. He'll slam it off the back. Mumm back outside to Guess. Guess will shoot 3. No. Bryson Waller at the end of the quarter. We've played 3 in the Rising Stars All-Star game here at Third Coast Hoops. 94 for the light shirts, 82 for the dark shirts. Back with more after this.
Hi, my name is George Click. I'm 16 years old and in 10th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying video production through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. My first class was video production itself, and my second class was web design. I have a big imagination. Video production is a great release for it. The program is fun, interactive, and hands-on. You learn about the cameras and their functions in a comfortable environment. You spend a lot of time editing video using Adobe Photoshop and Premiere. My video production instructor, Mr. Trout, helped me a lot. He helps you with anything you need help with. He's good at explaining how things work. Taking this video production class is what really made me want to go into this field. This program at Lorain High helped give me confidence. I now know that this is what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High's Video Production Career Tech program.
Have you ever bought a car and then realized you couldn't afford it? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. Don't be insane. At Credit Max Auto, you can get a really great car with a payment you can't afford. Visit us at creditmaxauto.com.
Back here at Lorain High for quarter number 4 of the Third Coast Hoops and Rising Stars All-Star game. The team in the light in the third quarter took a 12-point lead after being behind in 6. Outscored the opponents by 18. William Mumm misses that one. Dorian Crutcher, and it was Crutcher and Devon Grant from Lorain High who led the charge. Grant had 13 and Crutcher had 9. There's Grant. Down the lane against Mumm, back out to Crutcher. Crutcher throws 3 and knocks it down. Dorian Crutcher with 22 now in the game to lead everyone. Loins also had 9 in the quarter for Brandon Rush. No. Ganley up and in. Kenny Ganley from Brecksville with 16. He's a sophomore. Grant sets from 22, hits the front of the rim. Back comes Williams from Elyria. Mumm left hands it up and in. Will Mumm with 12. Devon Grant, that one, nobody wanted to touch it. Rush did, unfortunately for him. Probably got a little bit of a burn on his hand as well as knocking it out of bounds. 8:54 to go, 97-86. Grant to inbound. Tried to get it to Crutcher. Instead, it worked out better. Bryson Waller, but he missed the layup. Back comes Brian Roberts from Copley. Ganley up in. Kenny Ganley with 18. Long pass intended for Waller, taken away by Williams. Williams the whole way. High flyer gets his first basket. Set shot by Loins, no. Crutcher rebounds. Back outside to Bryson Waller, who comes down the lane and drills it off the front of the rim. Kenny Ganley the other way, 97-90. White team on top. There's still 2 in the backcourt. It's almost like lacrosse. Some of them don't come across and play to the other end. Rush, no, knocked to hit the ground, and Pierre Lewis with the rebound. Pierre Lewis brings it ahead down the middle hard. Loses the dribble, kicked around by Williams. Picks it up against Waller. Loins, no, thank you. Devion Williams all the way for his 13th point. Loins fires it ahead to Crutcher. Crutcher from 22, no. Tipped up, no. Pierre Lewis grabs it, lays it up and in. Tate, Pierre Lewis with 12. 97, 99, 92. Ganley. Rush, good. Brandon Rush with 19. Aaron Loins back the other way. Gets it across half court. Takes it in, throws it to Crutcher, who lays it up and in. Dorian Crutcher. Got 13 in the half, and the white team goes over 100. 101-94. Rush turns it over. Loins comes back the other way. Loins left hands it up, no. Williams comes back the other way for the dark team. Williams to Ganley and into the auxiliary gym, out of bounds. 101-94. That ball is in a different time zone now. Substitutes come in. Sunahara comes back. We have not seen Davin Ziegler from Benedictine since early. I saw him back behind the bench earlier trying to stretch out his right leg, and he's sitting over on the bench with it elevated. Let's hope he's not injured, anything more than a cramp. Waller and Grant bring it ahead. 101-94, the white team on top. Grant behind a Pierre Lewis pick, sets, shoots, no. William Mumm the other way. Guess, Sunahara, Guess, boom. Christian Guess with 19. Pierre Lewis has got William Mumm on him, takes the 18-footer that he shot 20. Ganley with it. Ganley, cross court to Sunahara, down the lane to Mumm, who makes one. Will Mumm finally gets the slam. 14 for him. 101-98. This is Bonner turning it over to his teammate Guess. Guess against Bonner, lays it up and in. Christian Guess with 21. And it's 101-100. Devon Grant back down the lane behind his back to Pierre Lewis's ankles. Turned over, Williams has it. Devion Williams lobbed to Sunahara, who got rim but not ball. Back to Dorian Crutcher, 3-on-1. Dorian Crutcher off the glass to himself and in. 103-100. Dorian Crutcher's quickly working his way into any discussion for MVP of this one. 15 in the half, 26 in the game. Mumm, long three, no. Rebound Bonner. Ahead to Grant. Lob for Crutcher, no. Sunahara. All the way to Guess, who lays it in. 23 for Guess. It's 103-102. Pierre Lewis up under. Hooks it back to Crutcher, who wants three. Corner, no. Mumm had it. Sunahara. Guess. Boom. Christian Guess with the impressive slam. And it's 104-103. The dark team back on top. Pierre Lewis against Ganley off the glass. Tried to one-hand it back in. No. Back the other way for Sunahara. He gets two. R.J. Sunahara with 14. Pierre Lewis gets it to Crutcher now. 106-103. The dark team with 4:10 to go. Corner, three ball. No, that was in the first half for Bonner, not this half. Sunahara back the other way, taken away by Grant. Grant's got a 4 on kind of a half, and he got fouled. I didn't think there was enough interest in the defense there to foul him, so I'm not sure how he did that. Substitution, Brandon Rush, number 2 in for the dark team for Sunahara. Ganley also returning. Day Grant, who has had This will be 4 of the 5 foul shots in this game. First one, no. Grant with 18, 13 in the third quarter. Brian Roberts in. Roberts from Copley replaces Devian Williams from Elyria. Roberts is the only one in this half who's played and not scored. Grant, 1 of 2 again, and it's 106-104. The dark team. Back comes Will Mumm from Columbus Northland. Down the lane, lays it up off the glass and in. Mumm's had quite a second half with 12, 16 in the game. Pierre Lewis down the lane, two-hand slam. Pierre Lewis with 14, 108-106 dark team, 3:33 to go. This is Guess against Pierre Lewis. Guess step back 3, rim and in. Christian Guess used most of the gym there for that 3. 111-106. Pierre Lewis back all the way. Boom! Tate Pierre Lewis with the right hand. 111-108. The guy at the other end got 3 though, so the lead is 3. This is Rush. And alley-oop for Mumm. Mumm went high and one-handed it in. Okay. Pierre Lewis. All the way, no.
It took them 36 minutes to play though, Jesus.
Pierre Lewis is going to go to the line for 2. It's 113-108. Sunahara's at the scorer's table waiting to come in. First shot from Pierre Lewis is up and in. Pierre Lewis replaces Sunahara replaces Ganley. Second one up and in. Pierre Lewis with 18 now. Roberts. It's 113-110, 2.5 to go. Roberts down the lane, scoop shot up and in. Brian Roberts on the board in the second half, now has 8. 115-110. Pierre Lewis with Sunahara into the lane, pass off. 3 ball from Loins, no. Rebound by Bonner. Fights it back up and in. Dale Bonner with 21. 115-112. This is Guess. Down the lane, spinning it up and in. Christian Guess, 117-110. Bonner. Pierre Lewis lays it up and in. Pierre Lewis with a bunch in the second half. 1:44 to go, 117-112. The dark team fell behind in the third quarter, but has come on strong here. Rush misses it. Grant has it. Devon Grant all the way down the lane, lays it up and in. First 2-pointer of the second half to go with 4 threes, and it's 117-114. Roberts, Sunahara, boom. RJ with 16 in the game. 119-114. Pierre Lewis passes off. Bonner throws 3, no. Roberts with the rebound. Ahead for Sunahara, knocked away. Bonner hustling defense there, 119-114. Exactly 1 minute on the clock. Alley-oop. Pierre Lewis pushed him out of the way and caught it. Pierre Lewis with under a minute to go crosses over with Mumm and has it taken away. Mumm scoops it for Rush. Rush lobs it for Mumm, who knocks it down with 2 hands. Will Mumm with a bunch. 119-114, 46 seconds to go. Clock stopped, now starts. Loins to the basket, no. Foul on Mumm. I think he's got 2. close as anybody has come to being in foul trouble. Aaron Loins will go to the line for 2 shots, 119, 114, 40 seconds to go. First one, nope. The black team definitely has all the hacks on it. The white's the only team that white has shot 9 foul shots, and the dark team has not been to the line. Second one up front of the rim, no. Sunahara loses it to Guess. Guess down the lane on Pierre Lewis. Pierre Lewis takes it away. 4-on-1. Let's see if anybody plays defense here. Crutcher with 2 hands. Dorian Crutcher. 119, 116, 27 seconds to go. Rush, step back 3. No. Guess gets the rebound and throws it up and in. 121. Sunahara steals the inbound pass. That ought to make this moot. Guess backs it out. We're under 10 seconds to go. Guess all the way down the lane. That's probably what should have happened. He's the story in this one as Crutcher lobs it for Bonner. Back to Crutcher. 1 second to go, and that's this one. This one's in the books on a strong fourth quarter. 123, 119, excuse me. The dark team comes from behind in the third quarter and pulls this one out, but if you were here the whole time, what you know is that mostly this was about fun for these young fellas, and they had it. Just taking a minute to talk about the 2 Lorain guys in the game. Devon Grant had 5 in the first half, and then 12, 14, 16 in the second half for 21. And Pierre Lewis had 6 in the first half, 14 in the second half for 20. Christian Guess from Shaker Heights in the dark team, number 3, led everybody with 34 big points as they wrap up the festivities here for my good friend Bob Schlenbaker. The teams come to center court for pictures and to shake hands. For my buddy Bob Schlenbaker, this is Jay Ferguson wishing you all a good afternoon.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.